Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Railroader. When we left off last time, we had just finished switching out Bryson, I believe. Yep, that's all done. So on to the next town, which is usually the first. Oh my god. Oh, 20Y. This is what I get for not checking things properly. Alright, well, while you're up here, um, release bleed. Oh, you're up here, we might as well take this down. Doesn't make any sense to leave this up here while we're already up here. Um, I normally, pull these when I come up and spot things, but this is what we're getting this time. All right, take it ahead. Recharge the brake pipe. Do I want to just gravity feed these down there onto the back? Oh, why did I do that? When and why did I know y'all won't know the answer, but when and why did I just gravity feed those cars down for no reason? Well, it doesn't matter. They're not there, so um yeah. Yeah, like I said in the last episode, somehow I prefer switching the copper up here out to having a full load of stuff to do at Appalachian Hardwoods like we did last time. Um, Even though we've got this fun switchback and all that good stuff. Um, Usually there ends up being something getting gravity fed somewhere, but yeah, like I said, somehow it just beats out having that double track thing going at Appalachian Hardwoods. It is technically 15 through here, so we should probably slow down a little bit. I think we haven't started to brown anything yet, so we're good. Okay. I guess put you on this track and then jump onto this stuff, which of course we've got L. Smith and Alerka Fuel to do. Um, we can do those after we do the mines. Oh, we gotta pull out the. Well, we're not bringing anything down from the mines next time, so it'll be easy to pull the team track. Right, yeah, just two that aren't copper mines. Oh, and we've still got the coaling tower to spot. That's not hurting anything where it is, and that's still got coal in it, so not too worried about that. Alright, so the brake, unhook, bring it ahead, and that'll do. I know this video is probably not expected by anyone. Um, no, I said 2 Outbreak videos a week, and then alternating NASCAR and Railroader on the 3rd. We just got NASCAR on Wednesday, So this should have been an Outbreak video, but in filming 2 weeks worth of videos in less than a week, got a little bit of Outbreak burnout, which didn't improve looking at my list and seeing that I had 3 videos left to do um, and nothing else. So went ahead and gonna throw in this extra railroader for this week. I may actually stick with this kind of schedule, just one of everything a week, or I might go back to the original plan. The only time will tell. I will post something when I figure out what I'm gonna do. Alright, so these are at least in the right order, right? Yeah. Yeah, spotting these, I do it very easily. We shove back up to mine 1, and I'm probably gonna just, once I get switches set, I'll probably just AI this. There we go. AI road, reverse, 20, yeah, that works. Why are you putting the brakes on while you accelerate, dude? We still got 1 up here to load, but we're just gonna drop this in front of him. Yeah, so we just shove that up there and spot it, and then we just pull up, come through. We can do this since there's no cars waiting to load. We'll just run through here, drop them on the way through, come back out onto the lead, and then shove back out. Normally, if there were cars there, we'd have to pull up, back in, drop them, come back out, and then I forget which end I normally put these on. But it doesn't matter this time because they're not there. Let's snap back to here. And hopefully it is 15 up this hill, I think. So we're gonna drop you to 15. Let you way overdo the brakes. Yeah, just missed it by 3 miles an hour. Nothing, no big deal. And on back up the hill. For some reason, I really do like the look of this thing, switching these mines. I mean, I know it is a switcher. It just really looks like it belongs. What is the style of valve gear I'm not familiar with? Just now noticed that. What is that? Any ideas? Anyone? Got the combination rod thing going on here, like the Paul shirts. You got obviously your eccentric there, but how does this? What? How does that set the motion of anything? Doesn't even look like it's connected. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to take over here because we're approaching another car. That'll do. Alright, now what I want to see, if I can stop overshooting. How this... Right, that doesn't have any bearing on the have any... Huh. Interesting. Why do we have our reverse headlight on? Oh, because it was on AI running backwards, that's why. Alright, where's my switch? There's my switch. I guess I could have done that from the map. Alright, for my next trick, I won't lose track of the speed of this thing. Hook it up a little here. But yeah, that still baffles me what's going on here. Like, did they forget to model a part? Or what? What's the deal with this? It feels like that this should somehow intertwine with that and have some bearing on the motion, but it just doesn't. I don't know. If anyone has any clue what's going on there, please feel free to drop a comment and let me know. I'll admit I'm not too familiar with all the styles of valve gear out there. But I've got a basic idea of all the parts you need, and that seems to be missing something. Now, if it was Stevenson, I could tell you exactly what's wrong with it, because that's what I work with on a daily basis. So that's the most natural to me. Alright. This hill, sometimes I feel like I'm bogging down, sometimes it just flies up the hill. I've actually managed to get it right this time. We were like 2.5% grade. Yeah. I'm handling it decently. How much coal do you have? Still 4 tons of coal. That's plenty to finish our switching. Now we'll probably have to swap out the car at the coal tower after that, but that sounds like tomorrow's crew's problem. These guys are off after today, so yeah, they don't care. Who needs coal? They don't. I have to say, this is a nice little scenic run up here. Kind of reminds me of building to the logging camp in the original Railroads Online map. Except I'd be probably hugging that side a little more. The curve? We did steepen up a little bit. Let's say, is that the curve slowing us down or what? Alright. And in here through the departure track that isn't departing. Coast for the moment. Get out of the tree. Well, we are still uphill. Gotta make sure all 3 cars get in here. Alright. Go ahead and drop that. Apply that. Perfect. Just run out here. And yeet the brake. That was it reminds me when I used to be part of a theme park railroads operations crew. Um, it was mostly an older gentleman's job. And the average age was probably 60, 65. Mainly retired guys who just wanted something to do and like trains. Um, there were a few of us younger ones, and of course, um, the word yeet came about in the last 10 years. Um, and one of my buddies had, or he didn't truly make a bet with the young lady that was working with us, but um, told her that he could get this one guy. There's one guy that everyone loves. He's just a really chill, cool guy. He's got a lot of stories. Doesn't give anyone trouble about anything. Just great guy to work with. But also one that you didn't think would start doing anything modern. Uh, I mean, he had an old flip phone, and that's about as modern as he got. But he said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him to use the word yeet." So the three of them were assigned to the same train one day, and while she was off the train on a break, he starts working with this guy. He's like, "Hey, when she comes back, I'm just gonna casually ask you what you would do if someone ran out in front of the train at a crossing." He's like, "And I want you to say, I'm gonna yeet that brake." And now this older guy with that old southern accent. So just keep that image. So they go through that a few times, and then eventually she comes back from break, and he goes, "Hey Jimmy, what are you gonna do if someone runs out in front of you?" "Oh, I'm gonna yeet that brake, man. I'm gonna yeet that brake." And it was just the funniest thing ever hearing that man say the word yeet on his own. I mean, it was truly on his own. It was scripted, but it's not like someone was actively teaching him the word and he was just sitting there saying it a few times. But man, that cracked us up for a couple of weeks after that. Um, no, it's a common saying for us that we're gonna yeet the brake. Come on, throw the switches from the map, dummy. This isn't flying across the map simulator. Okay, so pull the team track, shove that in behind the one that we just pulled out of mine number one. I'm still trying to figure out why I mean, that would explain why I had those three cars that didn't make it down because they never connected and hooked up, and I didn't remember doing that. Um, I just can't think of why I did that because I mean, I never pull anything once the engine comes back down. Um, oh yeah. Hold on. Don't multitask. Don't multitask. Slide it down like that. And you're going everywhere except Larka because you're already there. Alright. Off camera, last time I set up the train at Silva to go ahead and load, so figured I'd go ahead and load them up. I usually let them load for a couple hours before they leave. Try to get as many people as possible. There we go, that's a good hitch. Bring it back. And yes, that is a decapod numbered 90 because it's illegal to not have a decapod numbered, or if you have a decapod, it's illegal to not have one numbered 90. It's I don't make the rules. That's just the way it is. Um, no, I have never seen Strasburg 90 run. Um, I'm not one of those fanboys. Um, but it's all for the meme. Everything is for the meme. Alright. Give you a swift kick. And hope you don't run into anything in brown. I want to do these. Yeah, I need to do these from that end. So let's let you roll through the yard. This half of the yard is downhill. That side flattens out. So we've just got to remember to catch this before it annihilates this hopper at like 15 miles an hour. Oop, that was too early. And come on, come on, come on. That'll do. No, that okay. Better than that than demolishing the car at 15 miles an hour. And we'll be shoving back in with what we pulled out, so we'll make sure that everything's hooked up this time. Alright, yeet the brake. Throw the bar in reverse, and come on back. How many passengers do we have? 15, 16, 12, 12, 12. Okay. So yeah, we'll let them sit there for a bit. And you've got the brake, yep. Yeah, who needs air? There's only 2 cars, Connie. Okay. Not gonna be anything terribly exciting on this next part, so see you guys in just a minute. Alright, that took a little longer than I thought. I got that all switched, and engine cold and watered and put away. I don't usually put it away, but we won't talk about that. Yeah, it was just that I was switching here. I had the car from the fuel track on the back. Wanted to pull this one out, put it in front because it's almost done. So I was just trying to do kicking and switching without having to stop, and found out that the hitboxes of cars on switches are about 50% bigger than the actual car. um, the back of the car was like here, and I hit the. I remember this was about here, and I hit the hitbox back here. So yeah, we won't talk about that. That's Alarka finished for the day. Next up, oh, we need, yeah, the thing I told you not to worry about last time. We still aren't going to worry about that. Are you all the way in the track? You're all the way in the track, okay. How's your coal and water? You'll make it to Whittier. You're empty. Um, Go forth. Go forth and prosper. That's on its way too, Whittier. Speaking of Whittier, it's time. So we've got a full house here to pull out, and a full house to spot. And how are the logs? tell you what, we're gonna let the consolidation spot the pulpwood. And we're gonna send you up the hill. Never noticed the AI actually uses cylinder cocks when they get going. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, the reason we're just gonna send this up is the pulpwood goes all over creation up there. This this cut of car is just a shove straight up into the 2 and then grab the rest of the logs and come down. Alright, reverse move. Alright, you're lined out of the hole, up the branch, through there. Ooh, that wasn't intentional. Through there. And into there. Hasta la vista. I selected the brown mobile. Here engine service. Not enough repair parts. We're gonna have to get that car in. We're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to move this thing down to Dillsboro. Get it out of the way. Can you split here? 37%. Yeah, we'll just tow it dead back to Dillsboro. Okay. Alright, this is the one we want selected. Nice Desert 5. Which was that? 618's Desert 5. Alright. Get on back to here. How's your tender? Come back, how's your tender? Hey, you got enough coal. 0.9 tons will get you through. I mean, it's still like a quarter of a tender. Alright. And yes, I'm aware this is a tiny little engine and a 2.2% lead. It can do it. Oh yeah, service mile. Yeah, that's a whole deal. I have not run anything far enough yet to deal with the new overhaul mechanic and all that. I mean, as you can tell by the fact that I just sent out my first like 5, or yeah, 5. No, I sent one out off camera before I started filming. So my first 6 boxcar loads of repair parts. Yeah, I haven't had to deal with that. And that thing, I forget what happened with him. Why he binned. Oh, that was the train I thought I AI'd. Yeah, it was supposed to have a meet with another AI train at like Barker's. Yeah, it was at Barker's. Supposed to meet another AI train at Barker's, and I left a switch thrown against him. And since it wasn't actually AI like I thought it was, I just ran through the switch and the other train dumped it and stopped, and then this one ran straight into it. So yeah, that was a fun discovery. So I limped it up here. It was 0%. I towed it up here and I did get partway repaired up here. So we didn't exhaust Dillsboro's parts. Alright, come on. I know you can do it. Don't make a liar out of me. The trick is you shove the first cut up onto the flat. Yeah, so you shove that up there like that. Tie it down. And then drop back in. I'll probably eventually get a bigger switcher for this, but this is the only real heavy hauling it has to do. I mean, there's never anything too heavy as far as an entire train goes for Whittier proper, and there's only ever two, maybe three cars at a time for Wilbot, so this does well. This is one of the starter engines, the other one being the 38 down in Bryson. Everything else has been yeah, everything else has been purchased since the start of the game. Alright, come on back. That'll do. Break. We'll cut air in, maybe. There we go. Cut the air in. Because we're gonna want the stopping power when we get the whole train put together. We're gonna take some coal before we go down to Wilmot. And I didn't feel like taking 5 years to stop, like we did last time. There we go. Now the trick is not smacking these together, but still having momentum to make the hill. And we're gonna go ahead and knock that brake off. Where's that pulpwood train? Thomas Valley, okay. That's okay. pulpwood's gonna come. Oh, multitasking. That's what gets me in trouble in this game. That was a little rough, but it didn't hurt anything. Pulpwood's gonna come blasting through and go straight up to Connolly. Come on. Alright, at this point, gonna get the pulpwood through town and get us down to Wilmot with the Wilmot cars, and I'll see you in Wilmot. Alright, so Wilmot switched out. 69 is heading back to Whittier. And we should be... no, we want to go into that track. That's where the other interchange cars are. And the pulpwood's almost handled. I foolishly thought that I only had 2 tracks to spot on, but I was wrong. I have to spot on all 3 of these tracks. So, stick you in manual, and we'll just shove these back. And then we'll just have the 10 bring down a load of logs, and then come back up and get I guess about everything up here that's loaded. Right. Which these... there we are. These pulpwood cars take forever to load. Okay, so we want you to go forward. Will you need coal and water? Probably, but the trick is... ooh, that was weird. Trick is we get this all blocked up, so that's going to be a trick. But we're also going to have you bring this guy. So, first off, let's make sure we're actually aligned into Whittier Yard. And then this poor soul will limp out of here. 58, 38, yeah. He's in rough shape. Yeah, you'll fill up at Dillsboro. Dillsboro repair track. Dillsboro repair track. For the moment, we're going to spot you in here. $17 on it since that overhaul system started. I didn't think it had that much. I thought I wrecked it like immediately after that came out. Guess not though. Okay. So you're coming down. You're gonna sit in here. Hook on the back. Once he's through. Alright. You stop there. We'll drop a fusee. We'll remember to close that this time. At the 469 pulling all those sawmill cars in there because I didn't throw the switch. Backed it up, filled it with coal, so that it go forward and it went right back in because I still didn't throw the switch. Okay, so that's you. Number 10. We're gonna set a handbrake, manual, forward. And we gotta go up here and pick up these cars off the L3. Okay. You stop there. Bring it back. We'll just ride along. Click the bar up and away we go. Yeah, this Whittier part does get a little hectic, and it's not helped by the fact that the pulpwood wasn't ready to come on the morning train. Yeah. Once we have a full set, where we can have like a set off being loaded and one set in the industry, I thought I had that AI'd. Wow, okay. Okay. Yeah, that. So used to running these trains AI today that I lost track of that. Okay, good news is it's only at 85%. So we can still use it for a bit. As I was saying, it'd be nice when we have two full sets of pulpwood cars. One down here getting loaded and one back at Silva being unloaded. Because then hopefully the cars are ready for the morning train. You just bring them up on the westbound. Bring in the new ones on the eastbound and spot them. These are probably gonna have to get Pulpwood's probably gonna have to get its own dedicated locomotive or two. Basically have one engine that stays with each set of cars, and when they're ready they go. Alright, brakes. Pull through that handbrake. Yeah, as we came up on the switch, I was like, the AI is going really fast for that switch. And then as it went in the dirt, I realized it wasn't the AI. Alright. Slam the brake. Alright. Now we're gonna AI you. Let's go track speed. You should be clear through there. And then you still gotta pull out of there. We need you on the head end of everything, so stuff you in there. And then, yeah. Back up, pull in, back in, get that going, the head end. Yep, okay. Oh, who is where they need to be? They're both where they need to be. You need fuel and water, so we'll do you first. in your coal. Then you, manual. Yeah, that's the interchange track. And yeah, one thing I did notice while I was cut away earlier, that track at the sawmill that had done anything for an eternity of time that I've been around, now does something. So that's fun. Alright, come on, you can do it. It's 800 tons, but you can do it. Where are we not plugged in? Ah, there. A brake would probably be useful there. Alright, come get you on the head end of these. And then we'll get the power move out via the crossover in the main. Alright, so the 6143 is riding off into the sunset with the dead 661. Now we've still got a spot. Sawmill cars. And you're clear. We still gotta spot sawmill cars and get logs down here. So, toot toot toot. Oh, and we've got Stenzel. That one I'm not gonna bother filming. This episode's already coming up on 50 minutes, and that's with cutting out 20 or 30 minutes of at least of additional work. Yeah, I knew these in-game days take forever to run when you start getting a lot of industries. Actually, trying to keep this into manageable sized videos makes me realize just how long it takes. Okay, so run you back. Now hook you up to, oops, sorry, hook you up to 30. Rip it to notch 8. Yeah, no, it's a steam engine. There's no notch 8. Thankfully, spotting cars down here is very quick. So I think we're gonna do that, and then I'll call the episode there and tidy up the last couple of loose ends for Whittier off camera between episodes. And then next episode should be running the cross map trains back. And hopefully I remember to do it right this time. Last in-game day, I see, if you'll remember running the westbounds, I have one that goes Dillsboro to Bryson, and then one goes Dillsboro to Robinson Gap and drops off the Alarka cars on the way. Well, it used to all be one train. And last in-game day I went on autopilot and just had the Robinson Gap train just come down, pick up the stuff from Bryson and go, and then I'm looking around Dillsboro for all my power and can't find the Santa Fe. It's because the Santa Fe is still sitting in Bryson, where it was supposed to take all the cars from there. So yeah, hopefully I don't screw that up this time. And the reason I split it was just getting downright unmanageable for a while with the power I had, which I did originally just have 90 on that run. Then I got the consolidation. But then they dropped the Santa Fe. And so I ended up with one of those and the Burke. And all the debt. See, this is that track, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's where we got the debt that we're paying off currently. And gonna use, assuming they haven't changed anything, I haven't seen any patch notes that they have. We're gonna game the way the interest system works to try and get rid of that. Not tomorrow in game, but the day after. Because the way, oh no, no, other way. You were supposed to be in reverse. Come on, drop the bar, get some speed. There we go. Once we kick these, I'll explain what I mean by that. Some of you might already know, but for those who don't, we'll get a little lesson. Alright, that'll do. But yeah, for those who don't know how the interest system works, your loan system runs in 5-day cycles. If you take loan on the first day of the game, it's due in 5 days. Or I should say on the 5th day. Is it on the 5th day or in 5 days? No, it's in 5 days. Oh, that's not good. That hurt it a little bit. Hey, you can only fit 3 cars in there. That's awesome. Hold on, how many cars do we have here? 11. Alright, so we'll take the first 6 down. Uh-oh, helps if I connect air in. So yeah. But yeah, so on that first day, borrowing or repaying loan affects it by 10%. If you borrow $1,000, it changes your payment by $100. If you go to the next day, it affects it by $80, and that's both borrowing and repaying. Oops, yeah, that didn't quite go right. It says borrowing and repaying. And then the third day it goes to $60, then $40, then $20 on the last day, and then resets on the first day of the next cycle. So, what I'm gonna try to do is tomorrow, so we've got this lovely payment coming up, borrow a crap ton of money with minimal impact to the payment due. But make sure we have enough to pay. And then we'll take the hit of that, what is it, 6680? And then pay a bunch back the next day when, sorry, I'm trying to work and talk at the same time and not talk about what I'm looking at, or look at what I'm talking about. Yeah, my mind doesn't quite want to work like that. But yeah, borrow all that money with minimal impact to our payment, and then once it crosses midnight, will pay back a crap ton of money with maximum impact to the payment and hopefully clear out a good chunk of our debt. Because we know when we're not buying boxcars full of parts, we do make a good bit of money. I mean, I had like 15 grand at the start of the episode, or start of the first episode, and I made, how much did I have at the start of the previous day? I don't know, 3, 4 grand if that. So we make probably 12 or 13K a day on average. So should be able to get a pretty good sized chunk knocked out of our loan here. Alright, now you go in, come on, that track. Oh, well, oh, that had the same effect. Oh, that's quirky. That's not how brakes work. um, yeah, so when you set your independent on every locomotive in the game, you get 72 pounds of pressure. Um, oh no, no! Oh, I did the thing. I forgot to set the Stenzel car out. God damn it. Okay. Great. Well, I was gonna sort that out off camera anyway, so I'll finish explaining. Oops, I was going the wrong way anyway. Finish explaining what I was talking about. So yeah, you set the independent brake, you get 72 pounds of pressure. Now with any locomotive, any brake system, air brake system, you set the automatic or the train brake. It also sets your locomotive and tender brakes, just like the independent does. And it sets them in the same manner that it does the rest of the cars. Um, so whatever this sets to should be the pressure the individual brake cylinders set to. But let's take a peek here what these cars set to. 64. Okay, so that should be roughly what the locomotive sets to. However, as you can see, if you dump the brake pipe, your independent sets to 90 instead of 72. That's not how that works. um, so on that note, thank you for watching, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. Anything to help boost my odds in the algorithm is greatly appreciated. And I will catch you next time. Alright, I know that was going to be the end of the video, but I felt like y'all should see the shenanigans I'm about to pull here to switch out Whittier. So this car just came out of the back of Hollifield. I've got this car brand new to Stenzel, and these are the three I just pulled out. But I've also got to set this up in a way that's easy to jump over here and pull this out, and then just shove everything home to interchange. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Alright. Yeah, this is not the best locomotive for kicking because it does not accelerate quickly. So this is probably going to go poorly. I'm already so close to this switch, I have no room to, like, get up to speed, kick it, and then stop before I get the next car in the switch. Okay, so far so good, so far so good. If I can get the two Stenzel cars flipped around, I'd like to, but that's a secondary matter at this point. Actually, scratch that. I know how I'm going to do it. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and knock that brake off. Yeah, this is the kind of things that I do when the boss isn't looking. Oh wait, I am the boss. Oh god. Okay. It was a little fast, but these were moving as well, so it's not like I hit it at 8 miles an hour. Now I've got to decide, do I want to Dutch drop these up the hill or not? I can do it. I just usually don't have 3 interchange cars on the head end. Yeah, why not? It's for YouTube. Even if it fails, y'all will get a good laugh out of me doing this. Alright, bring it on back. And we'll pick up this. Come on back. Not spicy dunk, not spicy dunk. Come on, there we go. Alright. Get us a little more lead room here. Let's get as much space as we can. We need to get these up to like 15-ish miles an hour. Especially because one of them's loaded. Alright. Okay, here we go. 5, come on, come on. 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, go, 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 go. Not quite as fast as I wanted, but... And then we'll just let that run all the way out. And hope these make it. Because I don't know if I want to shift RDs up the hill. Oh no. Oh no. They're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. Oh, they're going to make it. They're going to make it. No one took any damage. Alright. Normal these in case send a train through that side. Alright, that's actually it for the episode now. I'll actually catch you next time.